Okay, so this is the Annabelle Creation trailer. I'm going to analyse that today. I have my written analysis down here, which I sort of cover most of, I think, in this. So let's start off with the colours and the images. So as you can see, the colours are really quite dark. They're sort of woody, they're earthy, and that sort of gives us the whole feel of horror. We know that it's dark. The themes of the film are going to be dark and quite scary. If you go and see a horror film, you expect to see darkness, and as you can see on the poster here, there is a lot of darkness. The brown is sort of, it's supposed to look like a box for a doll, but it also in this instance looks like a coffin, which again gives us the sort of horror expectations, horror genre conventions, and it actually kind of makes the audience go, right, okay, I know this is a horror, and I know that it's going to be scary from these connotations. Black has connotations of darkness, it has connotations of dark themes, of depression, of death, and that sort of foreshadows people dying in the film, which at least one person does, as I recall. We also have other colours. We've got the blue of the eyes, which sort of shows how the doll used to be maybe innocent, and the doll is a children's toy and children are seen as innocent people, but how that's been twisted and contorted in this film maybe, which could interest more people into wanting to go and see it. Then we've got the sort of red and pinks of the lips, of the rosy cheeks and of the hair bubble, and again they sort of emphasise danger, they emphasise that this is not going to be a good thing. This doll is going to be quite scary, it's going to be evil, it's not going to be nice, it's probably going to bring death. And red also has connotations of blood, so we know that this doll is going to spill blood in the film. Now then, we've got images. So as you can see, we've got the image of the coffin, which I went into a little bit before. Makes you feel claustrophobic, makes you feel scared, makes you feel like worried, and we all have a sort of fear of being buried alive. So it evokes that fear within the audience, and it might make them think, that's scary, I want to go and see it, or they don't want to go and see it because they don't like horror films. But that's up to them, because that's all about the target audience, so it's targeting that specific audience. And in my poster, I'm going to be targeting the specific audience for my trailer as well. I'm going to have dark themes, I'm going to have fire, because that's what the main thing is about. But again, it's going to evoke these fears that you had maybe as a child, maybe instinctive fears, that will make you scared, and it will make you realise that it might be a horror film. Then we have the doll. The doll, as I said earlier, is a depiction of a children's toy. It shows a child. The shape is very much like a child. But it also is a ventriloquist dummy, I believe, which, again, it has things of something else controlling it, connotations of someone else being inside it, which gives us the whole idea of the demon possession. It scares us, it makes us think, oh, what's going on? And then, as the face is cracked down the middle here, if you can see, we've also got this sort of demonic, dark face, which, again, it backs up the fact that there's something evil controlling it. It tells us that the doll is evil, there's some sort of monster inside it. That face is not the real perception of this doll, and there's some sort of demon there. So that, again, tells the person looking at the poster that this is going to be a scary film. It might make them want to go and see it, might make them not want to go and see it, as I said before. Now we've got the writing. So the writing is a sans serif font. Oh no, it is a serif font, which actually, as I found in my research, I believe, it actually it reflects the horror genre. I think that horror trailers, I think that horror posters actually tend to use a serif font more than any other poster, because I think that sans serif has been proved as easier to read, but I think that the more intricate layout of serif font actually makes it seem a little bit more creepy, especially with the theme of a horror film. The Conjuring is also a little bit bigger than the rest of the font, which sort of, it makes sure that it catches the reader's eye. So if they liked The Conjuring, then they're probably going to like this because it's in the same world. It also makes them aware that there is a Conjuring universe and it's not just one film. The title again is serif, as it has the little flicks coming off, and it looks as though it's been scratched into the coffin, which again makes the audience sort of fear for what scratched it into the coffin. Why is this doll in the coffin? You know, why are there those things on there? So they might want to go and see because of that. Again, the word creation, we don't know what that means. Is it how the doll was created? Is it how the evil demon became to be inside of the doll? We don't know. Then we've got the red text of August the 11th, which is the date that it's released. It's probably in a different font just so it stands out a bit more from the rest of the text on the poster, and it will make sure that the message that it comes out on the 11th of August gets across to the reader. Then we've got the logos, which are in sort of quite an opaque font. It's small, it's fairly transparent, and I'll be doing that in my poster as well. Then we have the hashtag Annabelle Creation, which means that you can sort of go on Facebook and Twitter and you can use that hashtag, and other people can find the film and information about the film using that hashtag, and it just sort of makes a bit of a viral buzz, really. So then we have the we have the next chapter. This is very important. It sort of shows that it's not just something that's happened once, it's something that's happening again and again. It's reoccurring, and again that will make people want to go and see it because they might not want to miss this chapter in the Conjuring universe. And that is my analysis of the Annabelle Creation trailer.